This video is about the keys to a good life. There are 4 significant keys to a good, prosperous, and happy life as well. The good life is a process, not a state of being. It is a direction, not a destination. To find out what those keys are, please stay tuned to this video. Welcome to the SCG Show, the home of education, entertainment, and please do me a favor, if you really enjoyed this video, smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. Let me ask you some very important questions. How good is your life right now? What's actually going well in your life right now? What are you most grateful for more than anything else in your life? What is lacking in your life that would make you happier, that would make it a good life? Did you know that despite how successful or well our lives are going, we are still wanting more and more? When we're young children, we just want to go into high school, and then beyond that. When we're at college, we just want to get out, have a good job, have loads of money, a fancy car, a fancy house. When we're working or at a job, we just want to retire and travel. We're always looking ahead and never stopping to look at where we are. Remember the quote at the beginning of this video. The good life is a process, not a state of being. It's a direction, not a destination. So is it all about the journey? What if the journey never ends and our dreams never come true? What if your situation, if it's bad, never gets better? What if you never get what you truly want or desire or even deserve? What if, God forbid, disaster strikes and rocks the very fabric of our life itself? There's many variables. But based on my research and speaking to some really top philosophers and psychologists on this subject, I believe there are 4 keys to a good life. And the good news is this applies to everybody and anybody, irrespective of your past, your gender and beliefs, and your mistakes and failures and issues, etc. The truth is everybody does actually deserve a good life, especially if they abide by virtues. AKA, don't break the law, don't be too hateful, you know what I mean. Be a virtuous, good person. Also, Stoic philosophers believe they live the best life because they're more in touch with what's going on inside of them, internals, rather than externals. So I'll use Stoic philosophy to a certain degree as well. With that being said, here are the 4 keys to a good life. Number 1, you are in control. It's the very first key to the good life, and it's realizing you're in control. You have 100% responsibility as well. Now, what do I mean by control? Well, certain Eastern philosophies emphasize how trying to control everything is actually wrong, that you should just go with the flow, like Taoism. Whilst I agree with that to an extent, ultimately, we need to remind ourselves that we are in control of our destiny, believe it or not, and despite what has been said otherwise as well. You, my friend, are the captain of your fate, the master of your destiny. You're in control of so much in your life, especially how you respond and react to things. If you're in a toxic relationship, you can always leave. If you hate your job, you can always change careers. If you hate where you live, you can always move. If you hate how you look, you can get fitter, find a style that suits you, have plastic surgery. If you have an idea that you want to pursue, you can pursue it. The problem is you have been told otherwise. You've been brainwashed to believe that you can never do better than your current toxic partner that you're in a relationship with, so you stay. Or that you're too stupid to change career, or you've got too many expenses, or you can never start a business. Or you're destined to live in the same town or city for the rest of your life. Or that you can never get into shape because you lack discipline and you haven't got the genetics. Or that dream idea is stupid, foolish, it's never going to happen. However, the key to a good life is realizing, despite all of that you are in control. Waiting for your parents, spouse, boss, teacher, or whatever to hand success over to you on a silver platter is not going to happen. What if your good life was doing what you actually loved? Waking up in a place you adored, living with the love of your life, having a smile on your face in pursuit of your dreams. Sounds pretty good to me. And how can you achieve that? Well, you can. You're in control of your life, and especially your future. Number 2, walk away from toxicity. As I touched on in the previous point, another key to the good life is actually walking away from negative, toxic, awful influences, people, situations that are recurring. The key here is creating a good and better life. Nowhere does the good life allow and accept toxicity, negativity, or negative people, negative habits, negative influences. I'm quite sure the drug addict, despite what they may be saying, is not living a good life. Or the abused partner. Or the gambling addict, particularly the gambling addict with mountains of debt. I was a former gambling addict myself, so I know exactly how that feels. And becoming clean and sober has led me to the good life. So has walking away from toxic people and relationships. Sorry to sound like your stuffy old grandparent, but drugs are bad too. Smoking is pretty bad for you, excessively. Drinking, too much. Gambling, and all other vices. And dating a toxic partner, such as a narcissist, is going to be bad for you. So if you want the good life, you must do the one thing that will take you there from these influences, these vices and people. Walk away. And as a person myself who's beaten a 14-year addiction and someone who's walked away from many narcissist family members as well in my life, I can assure you that it works. And by meaning it works, I mean your life improves, your stress goes down, your confidence increases, your anxiety decreases whilst your self-esteem increases, your depression goes down, and your happiness increases as well. Remember, you're in control here. You have the power to walk away. Say no to the vices, the toxic habits, and walk away from it all for good. Number 3, pursue your passions. The pursuit of passions is an extraordinarily good key to the good life. And this is an interesting statement. If you, right now, are getting paid for your passion every day, you're living a good life indeed. Meaning that if you're earning money and you're enjoying your life, like you're a professional athlete and you love playing sport, or you're a podcaster, or a YouTuber, or blogger, or you're a consultant, whatever you're doing, and you love it and you're passionate about it, and you're earning money from it, that's a good life. Lee Steinfeld hated his job as a lawyer, and he was a pretty good lawyer as well. And he quit his job to become a full-time YouTuber, opening, of all things, Pokemon cards. And he goes by the name Leonhart on YouTube, and he's got over 1 million subscribers today. Walt Disney created one of the biggest companies in the world, which started from drawing and animating a mouse. And you might be saying to yourself, but what if I'm too old? What if it's too late to start for me? Well, at 35, Jan Koum founded WhatsApp. At 42, Craig Newmark started Craigslist. At 52, Ray Kroc started McDonald's. At 55, John Pemberton invented Coca-Cola. And at 65, Colonel Sanders founded KFC. All these amazing people, despite their age or late start, pursued their passions. Not only did they go on to live incredible lives, they changed the world. What do you want to pursue? What are you truly passionate about? Only you know the answer. Pursue it and live a good life. The very final key to the good life is taking regular action. Have you heard of the snowball effect? Let me tell you a story. A farmer was growing crops whilst everybody else was enjoying a very hot, beautiful summer one year. He was laughed at when everybody in the village was enjoying the weather whilst he was working hard, slaving away, digging up soil and planting seeds. They were saying, "Come enjoy the summer, you're working too hard, come on." But he refused. And then as the autumn approached, the farmer was still working hard, planting more seeds and maintaining and watering and managing all of his crops. AKA, he kept taking action and working. Then fast forward a few months, and the farmer's land was like a sea of crops, and more were growing daily. And still he was planting seeds where he could. This very farmer eventually became the richest and most successful farmer in the land. And like a snowball, every original seed that grew into a crop multiplied and multiplied and multiplied. Meaning that today, the more seeds he planted, the more crops he would have in the future. And if he acted consistently, which he did, he would have more crops to sell, more money, and a better life. More money, more success, more abundance. Look, success will not knock on your door or land on your lap. It requires persistence and consistency and taking action. If you're watching this video right now, it is because I took the same philosophy as the farmer. My consistent writing, producing, and editing of content got this video, hopefully, in front of your very eyes. Maybe it ranked in Google, or somebody shared it, or perhaps you found it on YouTube. Nevertheless, action speaks louder than words. And that action, trust me, does pay off. But so do the opposite. If you take action, you'll reap rewards and live a good life. If you take no action at all, you'll get nowhere in life. And that's the opposite of a good life, taking no action. Good luck, and thanks for watching.